You know, ignorance truly is bliss, and it seems those with the least amount of knowledge have the most to say. This is a response to two commenters who were full of assumptions and cluelessness. Let's Talk About Spider-Man 2 was the video they commented on, and here's why Tweedledee and Tweedledum missed their shots. Al told me about the controversy surrounding the game, and I reacted to it. And then the internet corns took over and then flew with their own nonsense and their own conspiracy theories based on what we said. Are you guys ready to ruffle some more feathers?
Aren't we always? Yes,
let's rock. So I'll read the comment to you guys and I'm gonna let y'all respond. Commenter Ibanash, Ibanash. I don't know how to read the name. I'm sorry. That's what it says there. This video is hella strawmanning. Number 1, shows what you guys know about MJ, because MJ is the model in the comics with an exclamation point. Let me pause right there before I finish the number 1. Who the fuck was talking about the comics? You literally started your comment by saying we're hella strawmanning. Bro, that can be construed as a strawmanning comment itself. You took one part of what we said and then used, oh, but you're talking about MJ and she's pretty in the comics. Nobody's talking about the comics. We're talking about the game and the controversy of the virgins, you know, the angry, frustrated virgins that believe MJ was not pretty. So what do the comics have to do? What do the comics have to do with the video game? Nothing. I'm continuing the comment. And if people find her ugly, it messes with the immersion. People don't like watching ugly things. Surprise, surprise. I don't even care about MJ appearance, but I see where they're coming from. We was talking about the ridiculousness of that controversy. It's silly to make a big deal about that, but again, that's just me.
Yeah, sure. She's a fashion model in the comics. And guess what? In the movies, she's an actress, a failed actress. She has a different career path every fucking piece of media she's in. What the fuck does that have to do with her appearance in this game? And why is it such a big fucking deal?
Our point. She's beautiful in the comics. So what? That has nothing to do with this video game.
I guess being that they don't see enough women in real life, that game has to be more important to, you know, for the attraction, because, you know,
the struggle is real. You must have very, very limited interaction with females in the real world.
You know, you could put a red wig on a monkey and call her Mary Jane. It's still the same thing. Because
oh boy.
Hold on. See, the problem I'm seeing is, first and foremost, the girl looks fine to me. I don't know people's level of beauty, and I don't think it really does matter, because as long as you don't change the character entirely, this is, I don't want to go too off topic, but this is why when you hear, hey, what if James Bond was black? That becomes a problem, because now you're taking the source material and you're just twisting it to however you want. But if a couple of developers go, we're gonna model her this way, and then you got a couple of angry virgins go, she was never like that in the comics, like, that doesn't matter. Guess what? Mary Jane's in the movie. And what happens if Black Cat? What if they add Black Cat in there, and she's okay looking? Oh, God forbid!
Funny you mentioned that. That was a controversy when she was DLC in the first game.
Wow.
Her beauty.
Yeah, they said she wasn't pretty. They actually freaked out because they're like, oh, she's not fucking pretty.
Yeah, but this is what they have to understand. Remember, everything is hypersexualized.
Yeah.
Everything in comics is hypersexualized. So you have the people at Insomniac that go, let's just keep it simple, and we're going to create this character, and she's just going to be a plain Jane, pun intended. And that still angers the virgins? It's funny because I don't even hear hardcore comic book fans making that argument. I think, again, if you didn't feature Mary Jane in the game, that would be the bigger issue.
She's in a small portion of the game, but she has to be pretty when we see her. Good luck with that, man. Part 2. People didn't hate the homecoming mission because there was 2 gay dudes, though that clues us in on why they put it in the game. People hated because it was a waste of time and boring. Angry Joe mentioned this in his review and didn't talk about it being LGBT. So that argument is laughably lazy and incorrect. Salute to you, Angry Joe. Keep doing your thing. I have nothing against the man, but I don't give a fuck about what Angry Joe says. You watched our take on it, and obviously you didn't like it, and that's cool. You're free to dislike what you want. But if you're gonna dick ride Angry Joe, stick to his videos. He didn't mention it was LGBT. Does Angry Joe have to mention it was LGBT? Is his word the law?
I was talking about what people were fucking going crazy about because one person's voice is not the populace's voice.
Exactly.
Angry Joe has a good head on his shoulders because he knows how to review games as it is. So, great. Angry Joe didn't mention it. Does that mean no one else did? Go to YouTube. Literally, look at all the fucking rant videos on YouTube about Spider-Man 2 during the game's release inception.
Complained about gay. They don't want gays to exist and so on because their Bible said it's not allowed. So apparently now it's a problem in Spider-Man 2 in 2023, mind you, that there's a gay couple in the game. What I meant is that gays have been struggling for the longest time. And who's the one who crucifies the gays and stuff like that? Is the conservatives, is the traditionalists, is the right-wing people. For the record, I'm not a leftist. I'm not a rightist. I hate both sides. Fuck them both. Let me just put that out there. Because I see the problems with both sides. I see the issues that they bring up and the nonsense that they both produce. They shouldn't make a big deal out of little things. That was the whole point of that Spider-Man 2 video. Do you get it?
And if I can add to the conversation on that topic, I'm all for representation to a degree, as long as it doesn't overtake the story. As long as you mentioning something progressive doesn't overtake the plot of the game, the plot of a movie, because then it muddies up the waters. Now, if you're talking about two people, two consenting adults who like each other, you're creating that those two characters in this game for this moment. I don't see the big deal, because I do agree with you. We do see it now, but back then there wasn't a lot of representation. So if we throw it in as a dash, like a little bit, like a sprinkle of it, I don't see a problem with that.
I get it. You don't want this woke shit to be fucking pushed down your throat, because that's another thing I would argue, is that they're forcing it on people. In movies and TV shows, everywhere you go, it's being forced. And I get that. But is it really forcing it down your throat if it's a side mission, a small part of the game, of the campaign? I don't think so. Number 3. People don't have to like the MJ missions. It sounds like you guys have the political agenda here with that one. The last point is either a blatant straw man or you're just reacting to the 1% of the people who played the game. This is where you lose me. You make even less sense. There's no agenda here. Fuck Democrats and fuck the Republicans. I'm on nobody's side because they're all bullshit. They're all there to keep the scam going. We are reacting to what the audience, the general audience that plays the game, was saying. My friend shared the controversies with me and I responded. And he also gave his input on it. He thinks it's silly. That's the whole point.
No, you basically you covered it. It's like it's kind of like it's a thing where it's like, okay, I want to bring up a point, right? I want to tackle a point that I don't like about this video or this subject matter, so I'm going to pull the politics card. Oh, you have a political agenda. And it's like, you just talked yourself into a fucking corner. Why is that always the thing that everyone pulls out their ass? Oh, that's something that leftists say. That's something that a rightist would say.
Yes, sir. We said nothing about left, right, up, or down. You motherfuckers are complaining about the dumbest shit in a video game, bro. That's my point. No political agenda on this channel. We just make fun of shit. We joke here. Sometimes I make some serious videos and things to make, to get a point across. But other than that, for the most part, we're just about entertaining. You get it? I ain't mad at you, bro. You're absolutely entitled to your opinion. But if you're gonna bring up some bullshit, you gotta follow all the way through, my man. Say what our political agenda was, or at least what you assume it to be.
Again, all we're just talking about is people's lazy and nonsensical opinion on a female's level of attractiveness, and you decided to make it about something more.
I don't mind people disagreeing, as long as you add to the conversation, you add to the discussion. In any case, thank you for the view. One last comment I want to address is from Fritzstoffer. They haven't learned rage gets clicks. I can't wait till they find out about stuff like Sweet Baby Inc. Y'all are too out of touch to even speak on that topic. We're out of touch. In fact, you said we're too out of touch to even speak on the topic. Is that why you didn't cover it on your channel? Because you're so out of touch? Where were you? You too busy being out of touch to cover it? Can't wait till they find out about stuff like Sweet Baby Inc. Bitch, go cover it yourself. Shut up.
I love how he said that we failed to cover this shit. When the fuck did we say we're a news outlet?
Never. We're not a video game news outlet.
Oh, you feel that way? Wait till you see about Sweet Baby Inc. Like, nope, nobody cares. We know. Moving on.
I can see why some folks may misunderstand my words in that first Spider-Man video, but to outright throw in some baseless dumb shit about political agendas, defending virgins that are unhappy with Mary Jane's looks, and believing we can't cover a topic we have zero interest in is just comical to me. Comments are always welcome, but at least try to make some damn sense. I don't think that's asking for too much. I had fun doing this, and I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. Rate, subscribe, share if you get the itch, and comment as you see fit. Thanks for watching, guys.